Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life, and welcome to hashtag Project Share Thursday, an open collab hosted by our sweet friend Mary Ellen at Mary Ellen Crafts and Hauls. And so this is my 2024 travel journal, and it's a work in progress because as I looked at it even this morning, there's places that I can write in it and still places that I can add to it. And so this is the first year that I've actually put together something all together. And so I do have over here on the side my 2025 started with some things already attached to it that I want to begin working on it and adding to it. But since I'm going to kind of put this one aside for now so I can start working on 2025 because, you know, it's already May. So I just wanted to flip through this really quick and show you. First, I just wanted to share that I started with this brown, very simple notebook that I bought at Walmart for $1. So, and they're there all the time. I just checked the other day, put some ephemera on it. Actually, I just decorated this cover this morning. One of the highlight trips of 2024 was going to Greece, and so that's what this is from, Kalispera. And so my friend Sylvia that I went with. And so what I did was I just started in January, and for every month, January, February, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December, I just wrote down some of the trips that I took. So when I had started making this journal, I just started putting in pockets, making pockets. I just started creating the spaces that I was going to add things into, like this pocket. I tried to be a little creative with some little, fold outs or some things, just again to write little notes. And you can see, so I did this for when we went to Greece. This was just kind of like a daily, I just made this out of 5x7 index cards, or 4x6 index cards. And this was just kind of like what we were going to do, an itinerary for the day, just so I could keep it in my little bag that I brought along. And then I didn't make this little dangle. Somebody gave that to me, so I thought that would be fun to add that in there. And after I started putting things in, I've started writing and adding in all of that info. If you see like some of these pages, look at that because it's not perfect. I brought it with me several places over weekends or on trips with me, and I would spill stuff on it and stuff. So it's kind of crazy like that. And that's okay. And then if we went on a trip or we were someplace with the kids, which we do so often, then I would put some of the things that they made on there. The photos that I used were photos that I actually just printed out here at home on my printer, which is no fancy printer at all, just a regular old printer. And then some, of course, photos that I actually got printed like at Walgreens. And so as we do just a regular, journal, I would just add in die cuts or add in project life cards or ephemera. I'd cut. This is out of a color book that the kids had been coloring in. There are still spaces to write, and so I can go back, as I remember things that happened, or as I think about, what I want to add in here. Here's some prayers in here. And so I just want to really hopefully inspire you to just start a journal of any type, a writing journal, just to include all of your fun things in. The other thing too is when I first started creating journals and watching people create journals, I thought, what do you put in them? And I soon learned that you know what to put in them because you don't make them all at once. You come back to them. I've watched, junk journal channels where they've said, I've been working on this for 3 years and I put this away and I'll come back to it and I'll have a thought or idea about something, or I'll add, this is when we had tea. That was such a fun day. These are actually pears and apples that we ate in Greece. And so you just continue to add to it as you have ephemera that you want to add to it. You add that in. Photos, ideas, just lots of different spaces. This is a little bag that I got when I purchased something in Greece, but then I made that into a pocket, and I put some little fun things in there that the kids have made, just a little scribble by one of the kids. And so, you know, this just ends up being everything that you just want it to be, and just an inspiration. That's Cancun last year. That was so fun, and we're going again this year in October. I'm so excited. So anyway, so this is just a quick share of this travel journal that I will set aside for now so that I can begin working on my 2025 journal. And when I went over to my crafty friend Lynn's house, Sarah and I went over there last month, and I had brought this pile, just like you see it, like this, thinking that I would go ahead and start working on it, which I did a little bit. And so I'm, of course, going to leave this page open so I can write down all the places. And then I left that one blank too, just in case. So while I was over at Lynn's, she had given me, and where is it? Let me see if I have it. Lynn gave me some really fun paper that is travel, looked just like travel, and it was perfect. It's Stampin' Up! Paper, and what did I do with it? I'll find it. I have it in a different spot. I'll share that with you at another time. But so it was really pretty, and so it was just perfect for my travel journal. I don't think I told her that I was going to be working. That's what I was going to be working on, but that's how it ended up. And then just, you know, always using scrap paper, ephemera. I did the same thing. I just went through and I started creating little pockets. I really like how people use these punch out edges, so I started doing that a little bit, putting a few little receipts and things already in there. I had these made already in my craft room, and you know, sometimes you just make things and not sure what you're going to do with them. And then so I started just looking around my craft room to see what I could use for my travel journal. This is a belly band right here, so I can stick some, you know, maps or receipts or other things there. I made a little pocket up there. My grandkids, I turned that my kids are my cardio into my grandkids are my cardio. And then I've had this envelope. Somebody had gifted me some Happy Mail in this envelope, and I've had it in my stash for a long time because it was so pretty. You can't get rid of it. And it opens. I won't open it up right now, but I thought I can put some little things in there. And then I created this already. This was from when this index card set was from when we went on our girls' trip to Texas last month. And so I created that. And again, I didn't make did I make these tangles? Oh, no, I didn't make this one. I made this one. And so I included those on there. And again, just started inking, just started layering up some fun things on there. I actually did more in this journal than I thought I did. Okay. And then found that Explore in my stash. I think that was from a D-stash like years ago. And then this is just a leftover piece. When Sophie was painting, I made some tags. I think I shared them on my channel. I made some tags for Kaylee's birthday, my daughter-in-law. This was what was left over from it. And so I just stuck that in there. And so I just started adding on some, if there's ephemera or things that go with travel, just adding those on there. And then I can come back later and, write in or add in or whatever I want to do. So that's it. This inspired me to put this here because we're going to Hawaii in a couple of weeks. We go to Hawaii every year. So, of course, I knew that I could put that there. And then, so that's where I am right now. I'm excited about that, about starting my 2025 travel journal. And then this pile right here are just some things that as I get time and as I want to work in it. There's ephemera pieces, there's project life cards. Carla just sent me, Carla Londa, Sassy Crafter Carlita, just sent me some more project life cards. She knows I love to use those, and so put those in there. Some punched edges, just some scrap things that the kids have made, and then just some other, papers that I think that I may want to use in there. So I've kept those all together, and then here are just a couple of magazines. I picked this up when I went to Oregon in February. Of course, I got that when I was in Texas. And what is this one? Is this another one I got in Texas? Yeah. So I just save these, have these all in a pile, and I can just continue to add on to that. I haven't shared it yet, but one of the things I did get, I put in an order with scrapbook.com and I received it, were these envelopes, zip plastic type envelopes, and I thought, I'm going to keep those all together. I also need to keep my, organize my Enjoy Green with Us, all my green stuff, and also my cookbook that I'm still working on with the collab that I did with Creating with Jovi. So I just want to organize those so I could just take an envelope, and if I want to work on it, take it with me or pull it over to my desk or whatever without having just this stuff just kind of piled up like this. So getting organized, keeping organized. So anyway, that's my Project Share Thursday, and summer's coming. You may be doing some travel, so you may want to begin a travel journal. And again, you can work on it, and it could be your travels every summer for 5 years, or you can just add to whatever you want to it from magazines or receipts or just everything along the way. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you found some inspiration today. Thank you to everyone that joins the collab, #Project Share Thursday, and of course to our hostess, Mary Ellen. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.